Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be 8 brands I think you should try in 2018. I recently did my 8 brands I want to try in 2018, talking about some brands that I have never tried before, but they are on my radar for 2018. And I asked if you would like to see also a recommendations video of brands that I enjoy and that I would recommend for you to try out if you haven't yet. And a lot of people said yes. I did do these videos for 2017. I did the 7 brands I want to try, 7 brands I think you should try, and I also did my 7 brands follow-up video talking about all the brands from my original list that I did try in 2017. So all of those will be linked down below. But if you would like to see the 8 brands I think you should try in 2018, why don't we go ahead and get started. So I'm going to do this really similar to the 7 brands I think you should try in 2017. I'm going to be talking about brands that maybe I think are underrated or have underrated makeup products. I have some indie brands on my list and things like that, or some of them as well are brands that I have recently tried a few things from but I want to try even more from. So that's like kind of a list for me too. I couldn't quite include them in my 8 brands I want to try because technically I've tried them, but I need to try more from them. So the first brand I want to touch on is an indie brand. I mentioned her quite a bit, but it's been a brand that I have been loving for over a year now and have tried quite a few of her products. This is Krisanna Cosmetics. So I do have a couple of items here that I would recommend. I'm going to go into my Z palette here. These 5 shades up here, the purple, blue, green, pink, and gold, those are all single shadows from Krisanna Cosmetics, and I love them. I love them so much. They are $7 a piece for the single shadows, and I think they are absolutely beautiful. The very first product I ever tried from Krisanna Cosmetics was her matte liquid lipsticks. I believe these are $10 a piece. She also does have metallic liquid lips, and I'm not a big metallic lipstick lover, and when I did a lipstick declutter, a few months back or whatever it was, I decluttered most of my metallic lips, but I kept the one from Krisanna because this one was my favorite. So she also has some really nice liquid lips. I just pulled out these 2 in Goals AF and Turnt, and these are $10. And I just recently started trying out her brow pomade. She just released this as a new product. I have been trying it out so I can get a review up and coming for it, but so far so good. And I am not a brow pomade gal. It kind of scares me a little bit, but you can see that I have been trying it out because I want to see if I can get the hang of it and how it works out. But if you like brow pomades, I bet that you would like this one too. Like I said, Krisanna is an indie brand and I think it's really fun to support. I definitely want to do a video coming up on my favorite items from indie brands as well. I have been working with Krisanna Cosmetics. Like I said, I've tried out her products at least over a year ago. I can remember taking our family Christmas card photo last year, and I was wearing, I think it was Turned in the Christmas photo that we took, and then we took that last year, November. So I've been trying out her products for a really long time, and recently she did offer me a discount code as well, and I accepted it because I have been trying out her products. I do recommend them. I feature them a lot in videos, and I wear them a lot as well. So if you'd be interested in trying anything from Krisanna, like I'm recommending you do in the year 2018, you can save 15% on her entire website with the code MarchBeauty. She is a brand that I would definitely recommend. Of course, I will have the website listed down below, and I will also link her Instagram over there. And so another brand I mentioned is one of those that I recently started trying, but now they're on my radar and I do want to try more of their products. I feel like this is probably an underrated brand because I really don't hear a lot of people chatting about them, but I wanted to go ahead and give them a recommendation, and this is Julep Beauty. So I recently did get sent a few products over from Julep Beauty, and I really have been enjoying them. This primer actually I really enjoyed. I did put it in my most recent beauty newsletter as well because I was just like, I want to spread the word more about this primer, which is funny for me because I'm not a big primer person, but I really enjoyed this primer. This is their mattifying treatment primer. It's like my go-to primer. I always have it sitting out, and it's just one that I've been using a lot recently. I also have been trying out the 5-in-1 Skin Perfector Cushion Complexion Foundation. I actually use it. They say you can use it for a bunch of different things, and I use the shade Sand for foundation, and then I also use the shade Linen as a concealer for my under eyes, and I think it works really well for both. I just do a lighter hand for the concealer, and then with the foundation, I make sure to cover my full face. But this is what the foundation looks like. You can see it's been loved several times. I've used it quite often. But I really like it. You just kind of twist it up and the product comes out. So the foundation is one to check out too, but one product that has definitely caught my attention, and I've been trying more and more. I don't wear powders every day, but I've been finding myself reaching for this powder because I think it just gives a really nice finish to the skin. This is called their InstaFilter Invisible Finishing Powder. So it looks like this, and then inside you have a nice little compact with a mirror, and then it does come with its own, you know, kind of sponge, and I actually just use this. I think it's fine to use. And I was a little bit freaked out when I saw this because I was like, that's white, so that's gonna go on my face. But it's crazy to me how nice it is. I mean, I like finishing powders, and you know, I put powders on every once in a while. I don't think I always need them, but sometimes they can kind of help me out. But it really honestly looks like you just filtered your skin when you use this. And I did not think, I thought of the 3 products that I got, I was like, okay, it's gonna go foundation and then primer and then this powder. And I honestly think it's more like primer, powder, foundation. It's totally weirding me out. I did not think I would love this one. But Julep Beauty is a brand that I now have my eyes on and that I would also recommend trying out if you haven't yet. I'd love to know if you guys have any favorite products from Julep, or, you know, please leave it in the comments for other people watching and reading the comments as well. You can also find Julep Beauty at Ulta, but I did notice they were pretty pricey. I think the primer is $28, and then the foundation I believe was in the $30 range, and the powder was $32. So they are at Ulta Beauty, but a little bit on the higher price point side. But I now have my eyes on Julep Beauty as well because I've been enjoying these products. Another brand is one that I was going to include in the 8 brands that I want to try, but I had just recently received a PR package from them, so I was like, I know I'm going to be trying them soon, so I don't know if I can really include it in the brands that I want to try because that's supposed to be brands that I've never tried before. So I was like, maybe I'll just wait and see if I can mention them in this video. I just recently tried out this eyeshadow palette in my video, Friday's video, trying out new drugstore makeup, and I was like, well, wait a second, with this eyeshadow palette. So I am talking about Sleek Makeup. They sent me their When the Sun Goes Down eyeshadow palette, and I did a first impression with it for Friday's video. This is what the palette looks like, and I even say in the video that I kind of judged a book by the cover, which I shouldn't do, and I know that. But when I opened it up, I wasn't necessarily blown away. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, yes girl. I was like, okay, that looks nice. But the shades worked out really well for me. And I did say in the video, you know, this is a first impression. I need to see, you know, I need to try more shades. First of all, I only tried like 4 shades in there, but they all applied really nicely. No fallout, which was awesome. The shimmers were looking really good. The mattes were blending out, but I was like, one thing with drugstore makeup that sometimes I can notice with eyeshadows is that they fade throughout the day. No matter what primer it is that I use, the eyeshadows fade by the end of the night. It was 9:45 when I took my makeup off on the night that I filmed this, and my silver eyeshadow that I applied in that video was still popping. There had been no fading whatsoever. So a little update from that video. I will keep trying this out for sure, so I can give it a full review when I do a first impressions follow-up video, but so far so good with this, and it has me pretty excited. You can also find Sleek Makeup at Ulta, but they are on the more affordable side. This entire palette was only $13. They have other eyeshadow palettes. They have a lot of different products in there. So I would love to know what else you really enjoy from Sleek Makeup, what you would recommend, of course, to me and to others, but that got me pretty excited. So I would say maybe check out Sleek Makeup. I don't feel like I hear a ton about them either, so I did want to include it in this video, especially after I tried out this palette. So another brand that I want to recommend is SLMissGlam or SLMissGlam Beauty. SLMissGlam Beauty was started by Stephanie. I will have her YouTube channel and also her Instagram listed down below. She is a fellow YouTuber and she started her own company. And I think that she's most known for her brushes. She has a few different products as well, but I feel like she's really well known for the brushes. I have the Teal Glam brush book here, and I've also had some brush sets. She was kind enough to send them to me. I mentioned them in a video. I don't think it was my 7 brands in 2017. But now I can't remember, but I put it out there in a video that I was eyeing her brushes. I'm such a makeup brush lover. I said that I was eyeing them, and someone saw that video and actually tagged her in the video. It wasn't even me, it was someone watching the video, tagged her, and she reached out to me and sent me this brush book, which was amazing because it came full of brushes, and these brush books are pretty pricey. So when she sent it, I was absolutely blown away. I thought that was so incredibly kind of her, something that she definitely did not have to do. But I really, really enjoyed these brushes. First of all, I think they're just like the cutest. If you know her at all or you see her videos or her Instagram, she's very well known for like her pastel vibes. This is an example of the brush. So we have the beautiful teal handle, and then my brush is dirty because I use it. Most of the brushes in this brush book are pretty dirty. In the Glam brush books, you have a mixture between face and eye brushes. They are pretty expensive, but she does have discount codes out there, and I know she gave me some discount codes myself, which I think are still available, so I will have those listed in the description box down below, because I think I have the code for 40% off the teal brush book, and that would just be a discount code for you, not an affiliate code, but I thought that was really nice of her to do that as well. But another product I would really recommend too is her beauty sponge. I love this sponge so much. It's this beautiful kind of pastel pink color. I just cleaned it actually, so that's why it's really big right now, but this is what it looks like when it's wet. But I really like it, and it has like the slope right here, which I think is fantastic. These are $17.50 for the makeup sponges, so not the most expensive, not the least expensive, but SLMissGlam Beauty, I mean, I guess I would also consider her an indie brand. I don't know that for sure, but I think it's just her who does it. I follow her on Snapchat as well. And it looks like she just works really hard. She's someone who I definitely look up to because she just seems like such a hard-working entrepreneur, and she loves what she does so much, and she has such a passion for what she does. I did want to mention her because I really, really do like the makeup brushes in the Glam brush books, and this sponge is definitely one of my favorites. So if you're looking for a new brand to support, a new girl boss to support, check out SLMissGlam Beauty. So next up, I want to recommend the brand Flower Beauty. I feel like Flower Beauty, I feel like people know about it, and I see some people talk about it, but I don't feel like it's quite as well known as I think that it could be. Flower Beauty was a brand that was started by actress Drew Barrymore. If you did not know, I have a couple items here that I would really recommend from them. I would consider these to be my favorite. This one is my favorite, and I am actually wearing it today. It's their Lift and Sculpt contouring palette. I have mine in the shade medium to deep. I don't want to open it because I broke the bronzer today, which I'm super sad about. I knew this palette was getting down there because I use it so much. The only like downside to this palette is that the powders are pretty soft, so when you use them over and over again, you're constantly dipping your brushes into them. I could tell it was kind of crumbling, and I was like, hang on, because I love this palette so much. I use it so often. But it has a bronzer shade, a blush shade, and then a beautiful, beautiful highlight. And it's so funny, I thought the highlight was gonna go first because I use it so much. It's what is on my cheeks today. I thought for sure the highlight was gonna go first, but it's actually the bronzer, and then it looks like the blush is not too far behind. I just need to repurchase this palette, and I was so upset with myself. I actually went to Walmart the other day Christmas shopping, and I somehow found myself in the makeup aisle, and I found this, and I was like, just get it, like you know that yours is going to need to be replaced soon, and I didn't get it, and I was like, dang it, I was just there last week. But I do want to get another one of this because I do really enjoy this palette, and Casey Holmes just recently did a video and she featured a lot of Flower Beauty in there, and I wrote down a couple more items that I want to try. But I really enjoyed this palette. I think it's like $14 for the 3 different shades. And then also their beauty sponge. I really do like sponges. Again, I just cleaned this one too. It was kind of like cleaning day around here. I really do like this one, and it does remind me a bit of the SLMissGlam Beauty, that it has this kind of slope over here, and I really like that for my concealer. This one is a little bit smaller of a slope than the SLMissGlam Beauty, but this is like the softest beauty sponge I have ever tried. Like, this material really to me feels different than the regular beauty blender, the Morphe sponge, the L'Oreal sponge, Real Techniques. I mean, like, this feels like just a different quality of anything that I've ever felt in a beauty sponge, and it is $10. So you can find Flower Beauty on their website. They're also on Walmart's website, and you can find them in some Walmarts, but I feel like I'm hearing some conflicting things because I thought I heard that they were actually not going to be in Walmart anymore, but I was just there last week and there's a huge whole display. So I mean, you know, maybe it's in the process of happening, it's just not happened yet. I'm not 100%, but like, I would love to see Flower Beauty at Ulta. I think it would fit in really well there, and I really enjoyed these products, and I need to get another one of these ASAP. I did want to throw a skincare brand in here. I really do enjoy skincare, and this brand is just like all up in my radar at the moment. You might not be surprised that I'm going to chat about Olehenriksen. I just mentioned the Pore Balance Facial Sauna Scrub in my Makeup Monthly in my favorite section. I really have been enjoying this. What kind of got my attention from Olehenriksen is that they had, it was some sort of point perk at Sephora, and I decided to pick it up. I can't remember if it was a 100 or 200, I want to say it was a 250 point perk, I think. And this is all I have left. of it. They had little individual packets and they had an AM and a PM. And I used all of them except for these two, which is the Sheer Transformation Perfecting Moisturizer. Otherwise, I've used up all of the AMs and I used up the majority of the PMs, except for these, mostly just because I use a sleeping cream at night, so I wouldn't reach for this one as much. But I tried it and they had a 7-day supply of it and I got 2 of them. So I tried them out for a couple weeks and I was like, dang, I really like that. Like I felt like I really got on with that. And so during the Sephora VIB sale, I actually went on and purchased a little trio of these guys. And this is the first one I'm trying out. It came with 3 different scrubs. It was called the 3 Glowing Scrubs for $25. And I'm first trying out this one and I absolutely love it. So Olehenriksen is totally on my radar right now. I actually just went through Sephora the other day. It was after I finished my makeup monthly. I went through their skincare section in particular. I was reading about a bunch of their different products, which ones would be good for me, added a bunch to my loves list. I was like, I'm eyeing them right now. So if you are looking for a good skincare recommendation, I would say check out Olehenriksen because I definitely need more from the brand myself in 2018. The next brand I want to chat about, I don't know if I would necessarily say that they are underrated. I feel like they're getting more and more buzz recently, but I do believe this is an indie brand and I think that they, you know, I could just give them a little extra shout out because I really enjoy this brand, and if you haven't tried them yet, I think that you should. I am talking about Dose of Colors, so I have a couple items here that I would recommend from Dose of Colors. I had my eye on Dose of Colors for a very long time. I really like their Instagram page and also the owner's page. The owner is Anna, and they just caught my attention. I was intrigued. And especially I was always hearing a lot about their liquid lipsticks, specifically Stone. And I was intrigued, but I couldn't make a purchase from them. They're not the most expensive, but they're also not the most affordable. And I just couldn't purchase from the website. I was a little bit concerned, like, what if I don't like these products? I'm spending a lot of money on them, just trying them out. And you know, I'm much more apt to purchase from like Sephora and Ulta because of the rewards and, you know, the return systems and the points and all of that. And Dose of Colors recently came into Ulta, so immediately the day that they released on Ulta, I went and bought myself the Marvelous Mauves eyeshadow palette and also the Stone liquid lipstick, which I don't even have out because I think it's in my clutch because I wore it out last weekend. Immediately they went live, I had made my purchase, and then Stone sold out like super quick too, and I was like, I knew that was gonna happen. That's why I was there right on time waiting to make my purchase. If you guys haven't tried Dose of Colors yet, I would highly recommend it. This is the Marvelous Mauves eyeshadow palette and it's one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I take this traveling with me a ton. It's just it's pretty simple and basic. You just have 5 different shades here, all in the mauve type of family, and you go from light to dark. It has a nice mirror. It's really nice packaging, easy to travel with, like I said, and the shades are very nice. I was very pleasantly surprised because I really wasn't sure what to expect with the eyeshadow palette. They are $32, so again, they're not the most affordable, but they are really nice quality, and I reach for mine quite a bit. And I also really do like the liquid lipsticks. I think I have maybe 5 liquid lipsticks, and then I also just purchased another set off of Ulta Beauty, one of their holiday sets. I just purchased that as well. I've purchased everything myself from Dose of Colors. I really enjoy this brand. I feel like they're getting more and more buzz recently, which I think is fantastic. They did a great collaboration with Desi and Katie, who are social media influencers, and I feel like that collab went over very well. Also, I picked up a few pieces from that too. But yeah, I just wanted to mention them. If you haven't tried them out yet and you've been waiting for that push, I'm telling you, make 2018 the year that you try Dose of Colors. The last brand that I want to mention is one that I don't feel like I have tried enough from yet, and I really want to change that in 2018, but they do have one of my favorite products, and this is Thrive Causemetics. I have the eyebrow pencil here because I love this eyebrow pencil. I will definitely need to repurchase this when I run out of it because it is truly one of my favorites. It is called their Infinity Waterproof Eyebrow Liner, and I have mine in the shade Audrey. It reminds me a bit of like the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit. Here's what it looks like. I just find this super easy to use, and I love how my brows look with it. I take this one traveling with me quite a bit because, again, I just think it's like super simple to use, and I really do enjoy it. But another reason I wanted to recommend Thrive Causemetics, in case that you haven't heard from them yet, is that they really have a pretty special mission with their brand, which I just think is awesome. I love trying to find brands that also give back at the same time, and they are very keen on giving back to women going through cancer or even domestic violence. So I will have their website and their Instagram link down below, of course, and they have a page on their website about us, their story, how they give back, and you can kind of see how it all works out, why they started it that way. I also really do like, and I couldn't find it, it might be in my clutch as well, they have kind of like an eyeshadow stick. I have one in a really pretty kind of like gold champagne color. That looks really pretty on the eyelids as well. So I like both of those, but again, like this is one of my favorite eyebrow pencils. I know I've mentioned it in the favorite section of my Makeup Monthly before too. I would totally repurchase this as well, but I just wanted to mention them. I don't feel like I see them get a ton of hype out there, and I wish that would change because I think they're a company that does pretty cool things. So if you haven't checked out Thrive Causemetics yet, I hope you will, or if you have and you have a favorite product from them, please do leave it in the comments down below so myself and others can check it out. Alright guys, so that's going to be everything for the 8 brands I think you should try in 2018. Again, a lot of these brands were brands that I have recently tried and I want to try more from in 2018. That was kind of like another theme of this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about the 8 brands. Let me know, of course, if you have tried any of these brands, your favorite items from them, or which brands that are now on your radar. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.